So/K/. I turned 19 today, 9/10, and was going to head innawoods since I don't like spending absurd amounts of money on frivolous celebration. Just had a drink with some friends, spent the day with my father relaxing. Plans got delayed. My partner and I are heading innawoods tomorrow. In commemoration of my 19th, my imminent innawoods trip, 2 weeks of backpacking in Plumas Co., and 9/11 I guess, can we have a good old-fashioned nope thread? OC is preferred. I just figured out today to have a few good one, so we'll start. Anyone lurking feel free to cap if you approve of any story. Let's begin. This story happened in the Toiyabe National Forest. Anyone familiar know strange shit happens up there? I typed this out, and feel it should get a bit of a preface as well, and since someone will miss it, I do not smoke anymore, and stoners, please don't invade, I hate that shit. Here we go. Earlier this year I took 2 very good friends camping. Neither know shit about shit in the woods, even though we live in a really rural part of CA. They spend a lot of time on Chan and Vidya and don't get out much other than when they're with me. Last April I had an urge to go in the woods. Friend 1 is bro tier bro who is always down for anything non-homo. Friend 2 is his older brother, and while still down for adventure, he is that guy in the 3-man group. The guy who won't eat out of cast iron cookware, the guy who won't eat charred meat, the guy who doesn't think four-wheeling though mud and snow on your friend's dime isn't fun, you know, that guy. At this time we are all pot smokers as well. Friend 1, will be one from here on out, and I don't get paranoid or slow or anything, but friend 2 who I will name 2, is the classic bad stoner stereotype, gets super paranoid, speech goes to shit, gets aggro really easy, and can't follow a simple conversation for the life of him. I have since stopped smoking and drinking to put on some muscle and live healthier. This is not a weed story, go cry somewhere else, and lurking potheads, don't reply with a /weed/deer post. So we leave, road trip 4 hours up I-80 towards Reno. My plan is to take a random detour and end up lost in the woods, because why the fuck not, we're men with guns and a 4x4. End up in Verde, Nevada, which most tourists and retards refer to as Boomtown, because of its casino I guess. It's like midnight when we get into Verde. 1 and I are tired as fuck, he was my co-pilot the whole time. 2 crashed in the back after the last joint. When we woke him all he did was say why the fuck are we out here, we should go to Reno. Reno is better, there are casinos in Reno, shit like that. I already told 1 that my plan is to get lost in some unfamiliar woods. He's down, but don't tell 2 because he would suggest to go to Reno and get a motel, not on his dime. So we go through Verde, a small little town that is literally on the CA/NV state line, and is on the border of high desert and coniferous forest. See 2 pairs of headlights behind me, think what do if a cop or warden, don't give a fuck because guns are in cases and weed is hitting well. I just keep driving, woods are close, my nugget senses are tingling. Sure enough, I see a Smokey the Bear sign, look left, and in my headlights see now entering Toiyabe NTL forest, to which 1 and I share a fuck here, woods, woo, no sleeping on the side of the road and getting fucked by the I-80 killer. Stop for a second and get out to stretch and piss, fuck that felt great. 2 is asleep again. See headlights still coming, decide that since there is only one way on from here to let them pass me, since I don't know what lies ahead realize now this was possible bad decision because ambush. First vehicle is super nice Jeep, the kind people like me salivate over, like a well-furnished rack, enough to get the job done, but not overly tactical. Second vehicle is a large Ford/Dodge/Chevy van, couldn't identify by headlight or taillights because I was too busy taking in the amount of 4x4 work done to this, slightly lifted, brush guard, light track on top, has the goods all over it, seems like a neat SHTF van to me. In my mind if comfort just in case. Continue on, road turns to gravel and is bumpy as fuck. Those ruts that from because douchebags drive down them at 45+ mph. Am going like 10 to 15 miles per hour in 4 high because unfamiliar territory at night. Notice lights of vehicles 1/4-half mile ahead of me went out after about 1 minute of driving. Strikes me as odd because of the light setups each vehicle had. They are made for this kind of shit. Satisfy myself with nods as my conclusion, and that rednecks have too much money. Discuss with 1, lack of lights struck him as odd as well. 2 wakes up because of bumps, asks where we are, say deep in the woods though we are not deep at all. He shits himself and keeps looking out the window. Fast forward about 40 minutes. Is now nearing 1 a.m., 1 and I are tired as fuck, see 4x4 trail that goes off to the left, drive up to trailhead. There's a slight berm at the beginning, which I have always took to mean if you can't get over this, don't go around it because your truck can't handle this trail. Get out to check closer, confirm that I can go over with no problem, then notice 2 really fresh tread patterns, very well defined. Deduce it is fresher than someone who went wheelin' in the day. Conclude it was the Jeep and van. Figure people who go in the woods at midnight want to be left the fuck alone, because I do. Turn around, proceed down main trail. Next time I get the chance I turned left down another trail, probably about 1 mile down. Keep going up the trail, we pass the snow line, know we're in for a cold night. Keep going until trail gets too sketchy for me with my beta tier 4 runner, no light track, am not about to drive my buddies off of a cliff. Park on other side of a very large tree hide struck very well, this was unintentional, I just thought it was cool and funny that 2 wouldn't be able to get out to pee since I blocked his door with said tree. Lights out, 2,1, and I smoke before bed, finish. 2 crashes in the back seat, 1 and I are uncomfortable as fuck trying to sleep in fucking Toyota seats reclined. Estimate 5-10 minutes pass and I hear something like an engine. Nudge 1, he is still awake, say listen up. Openly declared FCON 3 because why not? After about another 5 minutes the engine starts to idle, I crack my window to hear better. Very quickly after this light fucking everywhere. I just got them chilly feels down my spine recounting this, will never forget. It was the neat Jeep we seen earlier. DEFCON fucking 2. Light bars everywhere. Light bars on roof, light bars on hood, light bars on grill, light bars in each wheel well, light bars on sides and back. Would normally think about how this guy is smart, but mal ninja, but loves situational awareness. But am now thinking, what in the fuck is going on here? Realize I am silent and breathing quietly, 1 is as well. Tell him it's the same Jeep from a while ago. Replies that he's shitting bricks and asks if this is normal. I tell him no, it's really fucking weird, but to calm down we're armed, there's 3 of us, and to quietly wake up 2 even though we're in my truck. Jeep starts up, does a circle. There is now a person in the passenger side operating a spotlight. At first think game warden, but what fucking game warden drive expensive ass Jeeps into the woods at midnight in front of very unique cargo van? 2 + 2 =/ 4 in this case. Oh fuck guys, what is going on? Is the FBI onto us? 2 just really woke up at this point. Nah man, I don't know, but my nugget sense tells me it's not good. Hand me the small gun case from back there. Long gun case is under a bunch of shit in back, so am effectively now 1 gun. Take out shit deer Taurus .357, load with silver tip HPs, put few more in each front jacket pocket, probably 3-4 each. Jeep is still spotlighting. I think they are either looking for us of poaching. Am hoping so hard it's poachers. At this point I realize how effective this tree is concealing my truck, like holy shit, there isn't a bit of my truck's shadow that is passing the tree's shadow as these guys light shit up all around. Tell 1 and 2 to stay put, I need to hear what might be going on. Slowly open my door and get out in a crouch, it's actually pretty fucking cold, but my adrenaline is spiked and heart is thumping hard, worry about my shot if shit goes bad. Crawl under truck to base of tree, then left around the tree just enough so get an eye on the Jeep. Seems like a half hour passed while I was watching them, it was probably more like 1 or 2 total minutes. Guy stops spotlighting, then truck goes black again, inline 6 is idling once more. Hear two distinct male voices, middle-aged I would say, recounting to best of memory. You sure you seen the track go up this way? Yeah, I know I seen the track, but it stopped a ways back, may not be them. But what if it was? They could have seen something. That truck was a piece of shit, probably nothing to worry about. Tell that to the judge. If we're found, you can have the life sentence. I am 100% sure I heard that sentence verbatim. Also, am breaking OPSEC, this was the truck they may remember or may not. Well, it's my truck, I think we should go higher up and come back. Okay, your call. Watch as truck continues on, but my eyes are fucked still from all dem lumens. Keeps going on up the trail I didn't want to. After a minute of hearing them leave, I operate back into truck, and ask 1 and 2 if they heard what was said. 1 replies barely, 2 is shitting Roman tier road combo that makes normal bricks look like punt little baby poo. Retell convo to 1 and 2. 2 is now shitting MRE tier poo bricks, makes Roman cobble look like baby poo. 1 asks if we shall nope. Tell him in any other circumstance fuck yes, but I think this tree just saved our lives, no shit. 1 calls BS on the word lives, 2 is speechless, I believe he thought he was having a weird dream. Tell 1 I legitimately believe we may be in danger, which is weird since on the way up we joked a bunch about getting ass raped by the I-80 murderer. Realize that with my warning friends about possible life danger that we should indeed nope the fuck out. Don't want to hit my lights fucking at all, front or rear, so I take out my brake light fuse from under dash. Proceed back down trail, slowly, blacked out, on a no moon night, in the middle of the forest. Decision: go right, go back to town, past the trail I suspect Jeep came from and where van may be. Or go left, deeper into the woods, into parts unknown once more. Think for a second, decide I would rather die in the woods than in an unfamiliar town, don't ask friends to vote, we dictator now. Drive down dark forest road, keep going, road goes down big ass hill. The valley and up is where road ended up, I'm sure some of you are familiar. At bottom of hill turn right, keep going. Shit's like 2:30 to 3 a.m. at this time, but I am alive. See though the bush what looks like a small campfire, decide I want more people near me all of the sudden. Make another silly decision and risk approaching campsite at 0:30. Bet plays out well, 2 guys at camp, weirs though, they are outside right now. See Subaru out back, decide to follow through because lol murderers equals Subaru. Get out, dudes ask what the fuck our problem is, we're ruining the night. I was still running lights out so it was probably very fucking weird for them, I can relate. Roll down window and say, sorry dudes, but some really weird shit just went down up the mountain, we're freaked the fucked out, and need a new place to crash. Guys discuss for a moment, then say, fuck it, you can stay if you tell us what happened. Cool, drive over next to Subaru, 2 is crashed again, 1 and I bundle up and hop out. Tell newfound bros spooky fucking story. They don't call BS, in fact 1 gets an R from said Subaru and loads a mag, hopefully not because of me. End up being fellow freedom-loving CA brothers from Plumas Cove, CA. They had a nice top-tier telescope and were stargazing. Asked me if we toped, I say yeah, then ask 1 if he tossed the weed when we the warden. Pulls it out of pocket. Smoke a few joints between the 4 of us and stargaze a bit before new brothers rack it out. 1 and I get back into my truck, tell him we will sleep in shifts, he goes to sleep after a while of rolling around on Toyota seats. I end up staying up all night. Nothing to report of consequence for the rest of the night. Keep thinking the Jeep guys had nods because of how fast they drove lights out. Paranoid for rightful reason for rest of night thinking Charlie can see me but I can't see him, this must be what Nam was like, get a few hours of sleep after daybreak with 1 while 2 makes breakfast. 2 is only 1 awake, Subaru bros sleeping in as well. Brought 2 pounds of bacon for the trip. There were 5 strips of bacon left when one and I really woke up. What the fuck too? Lol, you guys should have woke up for breakfast. Check rations, negate eggs and 1.8 pounds of bacon. That's really got me, not sure if I will ever forgive him. Bitch for a second about bacon, then realize all that shit that went down was real. When Subaru guys awaken, ask them to come check out this strange ass area with us. One say yeah, other says no, both end up coming along. Okay, so for those of you still awake, I'm not going to greentext this last bit. We proceed to the original trail, the one with the berm. I drop the Yoda into 4 low, and continue. After about 2 miles of pretty rough trail, we come to this off little clearing with a small fire pit in the middle, and fresh tread tire tracks all around, 2 different tread patterns, except for a 10 feet diameter around the pit, where all the dirt looked freshly swept I guess. No snow, no shoe prints, no nothing. Here's where shit gets really weird. There was a tree near the site that had blood splatter all over it, from knee to neck height, just very red blood. That shit was unnerving as fuck, and caused Subaru brothers to rightly nope, but I gave them a ride up. After a few more minutes of investigation, I concluded some weird shit went down last night and am glad that I noped when we did. We smoked a bit more with Subaru bros, then told them that we're going out to the desolation wilderness near Mokelum, and if they wanted to follow, which they did, we all chose fuck this place option. We got more bacon, and had a good innawoods trip after another 3-hour road trip, but I was tired as fuck. I still know Subaru brothers and am going to meet one for backpacking in Plumas tomorrow for 2 weeks.